It's getting hot in here. Almost as if I were in an... Inferno, the 1980 sequel to the 1977 cult classic known as Suspiria. The plot follows a woman who discovers a book called The Three Mothers. She reads it, gets freaked out, and sends a letter to her brother, who in turn gets it, doesn't read it, and leaves it behind in a classroom, where his friend that is a girl finds it, reads it, gets freaked out, and then from there, crazy shit starts to happen. It is a pretty logical approach to follow up the first film. Let us see how it compares to the first film, as well as see how well it stands on its own merits. Well. Dario Argento returns to follow up his cult classic. Mario Bava actually co-directed this film. The original Suspiria was a great mystery, with tons of amazing and colorful sets, iconic kills, and bizarrely spastic sequences of utterly WTF moments. Inferno has some interesting color schemes, and some shocking, yet unintentionally goofy scenes. Also, this had quite the weak climax. Let's start off with the characters. The only one that I could find that returned from Suspiria was Alida Valli, and I only recognized her from her over-the-top smile. It's a ridiculous grin. Get out! Get out of here! Good riddance! Can't even do it while smiling that wide. Daria Nicolodi, a Dario Argento regular, plays a woman who is petrified with fear from the occurrences around her. Irene Miracle, from the first Puppet Master, also plays a woman who is petrified with fear from the occurrences around her. Veronica Lazar, from The Beyond, plays a nurse with her sense of duty and manners all messed up. This film had a $3 million budget. It did look professionally lit, and has some great sets. Red and blue really brought out the warmth and the cold of this flick. They are great color schemes. Also, they seemed to be softened to give it a more cold or desolate feeling. At least, that's my take on it. The ending is about as abrupt as some of the kills. The gore, the effects, some brutal stabbings, and off-screen yet effective eye gouging. A nasty scene involving a window and a neck and some disgusting corpses floating about, making this a pretty visceral and bloody film. The blood is quite paint-like, yet it works for most of the film. For the most part. The motion picture soundtrack Goblin did not return, but Keith Emerson composed quite the energetic score. It's not as iconic as Suspiria, but it still works, especially in the context of the vibe of the film. The music just fits. It's got some great qualities to it. While not as masterful as the first, it still feels more like a cohesive story, and more driven than Suspiria. It's a plot you can follow quite easily. That could have been its downfall, but it's entertaining enough to warrant a recommendation. Overall, I give Inferno a 3 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Twitter and Facebook fan pages in the description below, leave comments, and subscribe.